Okay, one thing I learned is that Eldar, using their fleet of foot, they will move and then they roll a die 6 to see how far they go. But you roll the die 6 in the shooting phase, and there's a reason why that's important. Because a lot of people, including myself, they're just like, hey, can I just roll this all at one time? These guys rolled a 3 for theirs. They can't shoot this turn. But there's a trick to that, which is, in the rules now, if your friendly guys are in the way, like, for example, these Rangers want to shoot at those Space Marine Scouts. Now my guys are in the way, so the Scouts get a 4+ invulnerable save that they wouldn't normally have. So it would have been better to have moved these guys up 6 inches, then shot these guys, and then instead of shooting, these guys would have moved the extra 3 inches to their current position. So that's a little trick of the trade for Fleet of Foot. Eldar shooting phase, here it comes. These guys may or may not be able to even hit the closest guy. So that's my first declared shooting, is this unit of Wraith Guard on that unit of Space Marine Scouts. So we'll see if any of them are within 12 inches, and it looks like there may very well be at least one. And cover, so here it comes. 3 up to hit, 2 up to wound, 6 sucks him into the warp. Okay, so he needs to make a 5 up cover save for being behind the tree branch or whatever.
And the stealth cloak.
Yeah, which adds 1. Okay, so he saves. But my point is, it was best to shoot them first, because if I had shot one of these other units, there had been casualties, and Mike had been really paying attention, he would have denied these guys the one guy that was in range by taking him as a casualty, which is a great defensive strategy too. Where you take your guys off in the unit can deny certain units charges and shooting. Very sad for the Eldar. I did okay. I wiped out the unit of scouts, but I couldn't kill Taylor. And boy, ever did I try. But he's got invulnerable saves and Weaver of Fate, multiple lives. I am immortal, Talion. I only have 1 wound, but it's multiplied by infinity. So, yeah, couldn't kill Talion.
1 sergeant, huh?
Oh, and the sergeant is great. He won this combat again. Again, he won it. I made my morale check, thank goodness. But, yeah, that Sarge is like, for the Emperor! The Dire Avengers are like, run! He's immortal! Did he say he was the Emperor? We better get out of here. No, wait, you idiot! He's not the Emperor. But, yeah, that Sarge has been holding up that unit for quite a bit.
And then my assault bike here, our attack bike, was destroyed.
Vaporized that. The Wraith Lord. Good thing I left him over here. Okay, let's do it. Welcome to Deep Strike 101. Here's how it works. There's a deep striking unit that's been held in reserve. First off, you need to roll the dice and see if they come in, which my good friend has done. So he picks 1 model from the unit, which he has, and he places it anywhere on the table. And now he rolls the scatter dice and 2d6. It's a hit, so he lands exactly where he is. But if it had been an arrow, you would have deviated him by, in this case, 9 inches, the direction of the arrow. So that would have placed him. It's a good idea to do everything really close together, because then you can tell which way it is going. So he would have deviated over to this point. Okay, but he hit, so now the second thing you do is all the other models need to be placed in base contact with the first. Now let's say you have 20 models deep striking. You would continue making circles around your initial pod of guys until they were all in a roughly circular fashion is what you'll end up with. And there's deep strike. Now if you deep strike into difficult terrain, let's say we had decided that this was difficult, then it would be also counted as dangerous terrain, which means each guy would roll a dice, and on a 1, they would take a wound. tell you what I'm looking at here. All right, let's just do a sweep. Okay, we got these Dire Avengers here. They blade stormed, so they can't shoot this round. The Thunderfire cannon managed to hit all 3 of these units with the Subterranean Burst.
Yes.
That's the one where they flip off of the original thing. They flip you off. So all these guys, just by being hit by it, never mind that there were no wounds taken, are now in the equivalent of difficult terrain because the ground is shaking. These guys are pinned, and these guys won this close combat. Now, so question 1 is, I got a 6-inch consolidation, so I can run up here and shoot at the Thunderfire cannon. It's a suicide mission because these guys will basically get blown to pieces by the bolter fire here. Or I can move them this way, 6 inches, then move 6, and then shoot at Talion. Talion evidently is an invincible god who cannot be defeated.
He's a sexy
but,
god of war.
yeah, he's awesome. It's like, hi, I have a sniper rifle that can pick things out, and he's an assassin. That's what he is. He's a Space Marine assassin for 70 points. What is he?
70 points?
If you say a number less than 70, I'm going to rip a giant clump of hair out. Hold on. Let me get into position while they look up how much Talion costs. So he has a sniper rifle that shoots twice and can hit things inside a unit.
Oh, no. 50 points.
RIP! Awesome. A 50-point assassin, effectively. Yeah. I think he's awesome.
What do acute senses do?
I think Talion in a unit of scouts...
He can have one of his units shoot with his ballistic skill.
No. That's voice of experience.
That's... Acute senses is infiltrators can't set up within a certain distance of him.
Oh, okay.
I think you roll like 46 or something. I don't think it's very useful, but that's just me. So the Wraith Lord chased these guys down because they did a little tactical withdrawal, and he caught them, but that was it. So we're going to do another round there. So really, my strategy is there's 3 objectives. If you hold these 3, you win. I probably won't, but this is where I'm gonna concentrate my activities and just hope for a troublemaker spoiler over here. But long term, you got to think 2 or 3 turns down the road. My strategy is get these Wraith Guard up here where they can't be shot at so much, and then basically jump up onto the hill and start blowing the crud out of things. Or maybe even come around this way, because then I might be able to do something about the whirlwind eventually, which is really cramping my style. In fact, it was the whirlwind that blew this unit up. It's a large blast, strength 5, so wounds on 2+, AP 4, so it just annihilated these guys. So whoever says whirlwind isn't good, I'd encourage them to post and explain. Stupid Talion. I'll fix him. Talion, you're going down!
Wait till we